Can you guess what Merlin's bird of the day is on 12/10/24? Hi, I'm Jay. And this is Estero Llano Grande State Park. After I got all checked in, I guess bracelets is just how they do it in South Texas prairie region. I had to bundle up because the temperature dropped to 20 degrees on my drive-in from Resaca de la Palma. The park is also another world birding center. Could it be I'll paint a new group of birds? I liked the palms in the wetland, and I love the ring of palm trees above the Llano Grande. Makes it feel like an oasis, and that feels like a distinctive feature of this park. But it's kind of misty, it's very windy. I feel like if I set up anywhere out here on the trails, there'd be a really good chance that I'd get run off by rain at some point. So I think my best bet is probably underneath the shelter at the visitor center. Every time I come by, there are more red-winged blackbirds in the tree. Yeah, I'm here, but it's not really a view that I love. Maybe it's time to go smaller. Nothing was clicking, so I took a chance and set out again to find that rarest of items in the parks, a shelter with a view. Well, just as I sat down, everything was not happy that I was here. There are some herons in the tree. It's a risky thing to try to set up to paint animals in the wild. But there's a little shelter here in case it starts raining. And it looks like these herons are trying to roost for a little bit. So I think I'm going to go grab my stuff from the Grebe Marsh, come over to the alligator pond, and try to paint the herons. I brought my hiking backpack instead of my painting bag. And one thing I did not grab was a rag. And I just got paint all over my hand. Oh gosh. Never mind, we're in luck. On a recent painting, I noticed that I tend to center everything over the map. But what that does is it leaves the legend visible at the end. And that's actually one of my least favorite areas of the painting. But I need to start with the herons because who knows when they'll move. And I thought about placing them here and having the landscape go across this way. While I don't love starting with an old palette, it's going to save time from having to transfer colors. I'm just going to scrape it as clean as I can and add some grays on top of it and get right into painting the birds. I wanted to start with a simple gray silhouette to remind myself that they are dark figures on a light background. And now I'm going to try to put the detail over the top of that. If you haven't heard it yet, you might notice some beeping. Construction, am I right? Et in Arcadia ego. He only has 1 foot. Let's see, he only has 1 leg. Or 1 foot, I guess. I have absolutely nothing to complain about. They're being real great sports for me. Let's see we need to tighten anything up or start considering the background. More birds showed up, but didn't make the painting. Sorry, pal. It's just not ruining the composition. And a gentleman alerted me to something dope.
He wasn't aware that there was one sitting here, so I just brought him back here to the spot. But, yeah, the hummingbird there, the feeder behind the bathroom, is a black chin. So, yeah, I've been back here walking trails to see if I could kick up a dove, but no luck.
Paraki. So my birder friend who showed me the Paraki said that these are yellow-crowned night herons, and that 1 foot over here is a snowy egret. He conjectures that a turtle must have gotten his other foot. So there's been a small shift. The guy in the back has turned around and the guy in the front has started looking more to the left. Look at Old Faithful in the top there. Alright, well, I'm going to now figure out the rest of the image. I think I could probably use some of the gray value, some of the white or white yellow from earlier today, and a little bit of the olive. And this is a pretty good match for sections of the water. A little bit farther away it gets a little bit more blue. So maybe around some of the edges if I make it a little bit darker. Kind of took a giant leap forward and forgot to film it. I got distracted with the Paraki and all the goings on, but I'm gonna add a little bit of background here. Then the light's gonna be getting pretty low and it'll be time to go. I'm really debating what to do about the branch, because you see it fades into the green mist that I've sort of generalized all the foliage here, and I just don't like how it's disembodied. I don't mind that it's white showing through there, but I don't like that there's no connection. So without being too specific, trying to quickly give the generalized idea of it connecting, we're going to see what we can do. That's a bit different for a painting. I kind of dig it. It's interesting. It's unique. I like that. And I gotta thank these guys. You've been phenomenal. Don't change. It turns out roosting birds, not songbirds. That's the key to painting birds in situ. Let's go paint the parquet. I'm kidding. There's no time. It's probably time to clean out the brushes and go make camp. I appreciate you watching. I hope to see you at the next park.